chicas, soy la señora Márquez Aponte, and today we are going to review affirmative informal commands. Vamos a repasar mandatos afirmativos. When you think about the word commands and mandatos, I want you to remember this picture about the army, because in the army, they often use commands to talk to others. So, on this slide, okay, we have the picture again. Commands, mandatos. Does it look like the lieutenant? This is the lieutenant. Is asking nicely to the soldier to do something? No. Doesn't look like he's asking him to do something in a nice way. What do you think the lieutenant is telling the soldier? Well, he may be saying, silencio, silence, or he may be saying, clean up your boots. Those are some examples of commands. Okay, so now let's talk about commands, mandatos, English grammar connection. In English and Spanish, commands are used to tell someone what to do or not to do. For example, in this picture, we can think that he is the boss. And these are the employees. The three people sitting in the computer are the employees. So the boss might be giving instructions to the employees as to what to do or not to do. When to use an informal command and who to use it with? Well, you use informal mandatos or commands when talking to someone you can call by their first name. For example, a friend. Or in the case of the picture that we saw before, right? Here's the lieutenant, here's a soldier. He can talk to him in the two form. Use informal mandatos to make recommendations, give advice, give instructions, or an order. Some examples will be when somebody says to someone, swim in hierve el agua if you're visiting Oaxaca, Mexico. Or eat fried eggs with chapulines, with grasshoppers. So now let's talk about how to form or how to change a verb into an informal command. All right. So you throughout this video, you're going to be using this chart in order to change verbs to commands. The first thing you need to do is look at the verb. First step, look at the verb ending. See if it ends in AR, ER, or IR. Once you identify that, then you can move on. In this slide, for example, we have the verb parar. Para de hablar. Stop talking. Okay. So, how do we tell somebody? How to change the word parar to a command? Drop the R from parar, such as here, we're dropping the R, and it becomes para. So your final answer should be para de hablar. Stop talking. Let's review this one more time. What you do is first identify the verb ending. So we see that this one ends in AR. So when a verb ends in AR, all we are doing is dropping the R and we leave the word alone. And we're telling them para de hablar. Now, in the case of a verb that ends in ER, okay, so aprender ends in ER. We look at the chart here, okay, and we want to tell somebody, learn Spanish. How to change the word aprender to a command. Okay, for ER verbs, we drop the R and aprender becomes aprende. The final answer should be aprende español. Learn Spanish. One more time, let's review those steps. When you have a verb in front of you, the first thing you want to do is look at the ending of the verb. If the verb ends in ER, you drop the R. All right. Last type of verb, verbs that end in IR. So compartir ends in IR. Compartir las fotos de Oaxaca con tus amigos. Share pictures of Oaxaca with your friends. How to change the word compartir to a command. All right, now, verbs that end in IR, they're slightly different. we drop the IR. So the IR is out and it becomes comparte. So what we're doing is dropping the IR and substituting that IR with a letter E. So the final answer is comparte las fotos de Oaxaca con tus amigos. Now it's your turn for you to show me your comprehension of the concept. Please make sure that you answer the following questions. Thank you. Incomplete sentences, just like I shown you in the examples. Gracias.